everyone, welcome to Car Salvage 101. Welcome to a bit of a weird video that, to be honest, is only going to really affect a handful of subscribers, but probably is going to be a video that I'd imagine is going to be more for the YouTuber who searches for this video. It's about Fiat 500s and babies. And that's why we have a replacement baby here today, which I'm using as my prop. It was a Facebook post the other week where someone basically asked about the Fiat 500 and a baby. And I thought, do you know what? I haven't done no one, I don't really think, sort of done a video on it. So let's whack one out to show whether or not you can generally use a Fiat 500, whether you have a Fiat 500 and you're having a baby, or you've got a baby and you want to get a Fiat 500. Does it work as a good car? Because, you know, there are young mums out there and, you know, or parents that have got, you know, cheap run around like a Fiat 500 and they want to keep it. So without further ado, we're going to use my replacement, because at the moment I've got a 17-month-old and I'm using a Fiat 500 to drive him around as and when I need to. My main car, which was a BMW, that is long gone. Sold that and I'm waiting for a new car. So I've got to have a Fiat 500 to run around in. So this is my replacement child. Reason for that is a 17-month, he can't give permission for me to use him in a video, and when he gets to like 18, I don't want him to look back on this video and say you used me without my permission and sue me for YouTube earnings. So yeah, we're going to utilize this today. So without further ado, we have my Fiat 500 key, and we're going to see and how easy and convenient it is to have a baby in a Fiat 500. Right, first things first, the seat, the baby seat. I'm going to push this back. So, obviously they come in all different shapes and sizes. This one is a Cybex. It doesn't twist. My other half is a twistable one. This just sits rigid in here, as you can see. So let me climb in and I'll just show you the space that we have. So he's in the back. We do have the ISOFIX down here for this to sit in. And you can see that we can fit a child seat in here. That the seat is pretty much pushed forward as much as it can go. Now, obviously, I can utilise the wheel, as you can see here, to get a bit more of a distance. In fact, you could even, that's as far as it actually can go. So that's now upright. So we do have room to put a car seat in, which is quite good. Ignore the Fiat parts down there. So let me just give you a bit of an idea. When we push this driver's seat back, which I'm just under 6 foot, so that's how I drive. That gives you an idea about the how much space you got. Now, you can fit someone on that seat. If you wanted to have the three of you, you can fit there, but I would say that obviously it's going to be a tiny bit of a squeeze on the legs. Someone who's about 5'5" or something would probably be all right in that. But when you start getting to sort of my height, that does get a bit on the old squish side. So, but otherwise, yes, you can fit a child in the back. Now, if we go on to how we get the child in the back, that is the next thing. Right. Now, what I used to do, bearing in mind, okay, that this is very lightweight, and actually he's obviously all squishy, and he's actually smaller than my 17-month-old. So this makes this look easy. But if we just get rid of his little coat there, what I used to do was I used to climb in the back like so, holding him and then placing him in like that. So I was sitting in the back seat and then doing him up like so. There we go. And then climb back out. And then sitting in and then pushing the driver's seat forward, backwards, back into position. Like so. You've obviously got to be a bit flexible because you've got to be able to bend, still holding the child, bend in, and obviously, you know, if you're a bit smaller, it might work, but you've still got to bend and then get yourself in and then place your baby in there. So it is a bit on the old flexible side. So that was option number one, which I was using. It wasn't the easiest, but to be fair, it wasn't the hardest. I'm quite fit, so, but I can understand that if you've got mobility issues, that's a pain in the rear. Anyway, then we discovered another option that I only started to do recently, and I'll show you that one. Right, this is option number two. So we have baby behind the passenger seat. We have dropped the driver's side rear seat. As you see, we've laid that flat, and we'd open the boot like so, and come in, have little one in your hands, and literally plonk you in, or her, do them up, and there you go. That is the other way of doing it. You can still push the seat back, your driver's seat, because this isn't going to foul it. And yeah, and then again, to get him out, reach forward, unclip it, and pull them out that way. And there you have it. That's how get them out the other way. So there's two ways of doing it. They're all, you know, to some extent, they all do work. It's not as convenient as you'd like, but you're stuck really with a three-door car, a small three-door car, aren't you? So yeah, that is my two ways of dealing with a child or a baby with a Fiat 500. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, well, just put the baby on the front seat, I can't feel any ISOFIX down here. So as far as I'm concerned, certainly on the Sport, I could be wrong about the Lounge, there is no ISOFIX points on the front seat. So you can't put him or her there. So we can't utilise that. So there you have it. That is a very quick guide to a baby's position in a Fiat 500. It's not for me to tell you whether or not the Fiat 500 is right for you or not. As I said to you at the beginning of the video, you have budgets. It's already expensive enough to bring up a child. Fiat 500 just might happen to be your car. But it can be done. It can be done. And there are two ways that you can put your little one into a 500. So I hope that's been some help. Don't even ask me about prams and whether or not you then have to fit a pram in. Yeah, there are many on the market. It's not, again, for me to be able to say whether or not your pram will fit in there. There are going to be plenty of prams which won't fit in. We have an eye candy that folds quite nicely, but I'd still argue whether or not that eye candy, once it's folded, will fit into a Fiat 500 without it making your car look like you're going to a car boot sale. But anyway, there you have it. Hope that's been some use. Yeah, until next time, thank you all for watching. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Until next time, I'll see you all again very, very soon.